All right, people, you know what it is. Broadcasting live and direct to you from North Hollywood, California. My name is Gil, and I am the American Cholo. Of course, I got Boo Boo Bear in the house.
Yeah, what's up, what's up? We got a good one today. Hell yeah.
Let's get this in.
Man,
Homeboy,
we're gonna get it in today.
This guy's ready, bud.
Hell yeah.
All right. Our next guest is a celebrity business executive. His mark in the Bay Area hip-hop scene is undeniable. He is the founder and CEO of Black and Brown Entertainment and CEO of GT Digital Distribution. Please give a warm welcome to the one and only Mr. Goldtoes.
Goldtoes, what's happening? And the CEO of Thiz Latin, man.
Oh, Thiz Latin. That's what I'm talking about. Let him know, homeboy. Let him know. So what's good, player?
Man, I'm feeling good right now. You know what I'm saying?
You want to lower that one just a little? I want to first thank you for coming on, my man. I want to welcome you to my city, to the studio, and most importantly, to my home.
Gracias.
All right, because I just want to let you know that this is, mi casa es tu casa, like they say, carnal. And this just, it's a big message, homeboy, all the way across the board, and I appreciate you coming on, brother.
No problem, man. I wanted to come out here, man, and check it out. You feel me? You've been doing a lot, man, and, you know, the universe calls. And when the universe calls and then gifts come, you got to embrace them.
That's right, brother. So let's just jump right into this, man. Where were you born and raised at?
Born and raised at the top of the map where them ballers be at, San Francisco, California. You feel me?
That's what's good, homeboy.
Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Bands, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
So talk to, we'll just get a brief history of, your upbringing, where you came from, what part of the city you came from, if you can touch on that.
Well, I can tell you like this, man. Man, I was born with a lot of love. And, both my grandparents on both sides, Mission District natives, my mother and father from the Mission. So I'm one of the many sons of the Mission District. You know what I'm saying? Some may say, hey, that's little Julio growing up in them Army Street projects in the sandbox with little Janelle and Boopie's daughter and little Frankie Perez. You know what I'm saying? Or you might say, hey, that's Julio from Dollar Hill, Diamond Heights. He grew up with cats like Jamal, Oren, Oomp, Red, Pew. You know what I'm saying? That's my black neighborhood I grew up with. You feel me? Or some might say, man, that's my homeboy from C Street, South San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Shy. You feel me? And, I'm like an explorer, man. My nucleus is the Mission. I'm always coming back. That's where my roots are, and Diamond Heights. But the Mission, because my family, my father, the time I'm always going back into the neighborhood and reaching back over there and, just dealing with all my community. But San Francisco as a whole, because I really moved around the whole city. I mean, when I was a kid, man, I always hustled, man. I was shining shoes, like I said, at the BART station, Glen Park BART station at 11 years old, trying to get it. I wanted a scooter. And when I got that scooter at 12, I was smacking all around the fucking city, homie. Like I would be everywhere, you know what I mean? So people know me from everywhere. Yeah. I would say, because that's a big thing. Julio's from here. Julio's from there. Where is that? Yeah. Man, check this out, man. I'm from all that shit. I'm from motherfucking San Francisco, South San Francisco, Daly City, San Bruno. All that, that's Julio Sanchez, Goldtoes area. That's my area. I one block, one district, that shit's too small for me. Just like I just said, I want to travel the world. The fucking United States ain't even big enough. I'll be moving around. You know what I'm saying? I'm in H-Town now,
Talk to me about, because listen, we're down here in Southern California. Talk to me about how it was to actually, grow up in Frisco area.
Man, Frisco's a very diverse city, man. We got every race you could think of. You know what I'm saying? Most of the neighborhoods are very mixed up. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have Filipino, Chinese. Shout out you United Players, man, Rudy. It was beautiful because you have, when your circles might be every ethnic group in there. You might have a Chinese dude, Filipino, black, Samoan, Tongan, and those are all your homies, and you got little circles you run with. You feel me?
That's right. And when you were growing up, did you grow up with your mom and dad, or was it you by yourself?
Nah, I grew up. My first, the earlier years, it was basically my mother and me and my father. My father was a lot of times he was in prison, so I would be, going to the prison to go see him, and then he passed away at 7 years old. So
when you were at 7 years old,
when I was 7 years old, yeah, he passed away when I was 7.
How did that impact you?
Impacted me deep. I mean, I just remember the day my mom, I came walking down the stairs and there was a lot of people in the house, and I looked down the little, over the stair, and she just, the whole room looked up at me, and she walked me upstairs, and she just sat me down and said, Julio, and I'm like, what? And I knew something was wrong. She goes, your father's dead. And you know, it was pretty dramatic because you know, the person that killed my father was his first cousin.
Oh,
Damn.
You know, and you know, it also had to do with prison politics.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, you know, his cousin lived with us, and was crazy. Just recently, where he died at, that was Army Street Projects, and just recently, I'm creating a movie right now, and doing this search of getting details and figuring stuff out. Man, I found out that his cousin Jimmy had 2 daughters, and they still lived in the mission, and we didn't even know we were cousins.
Wow,
And
man.
we just met, and actually, we have a great relationship, and we chopped it up.
Yeah.
You know, and one of them still lives right there, and right in Army Street. You know,
Yeah.
little Jaden. You
Now,
feel me?
how long did it take you to realize? Because I'm sure as a young kid, you're going, you know, to visit your father in prison and stuff like that, and you thought it was normal. When did
Yeah.
you figure out that this isn't really what?
Didn't know it. I didn't ever figure that out. I just was going, man. I went to all the prisons. You know what I'm saying? So he was in and out the whole time, and then when he was out, you know, I was running the streets with him at a young age. That's why everybody remember Julio and Larry. You know, they're running
Really?
around.
You and Pops?
Yeah, I was with Pops because my mom had to work. My mom was working. My dad was out there doing his thing. You know what I'm
You were
saying?
with him.
You were with him.
And I was
Hell
with him.
yeah.
So that's, you know, me and him roaming, you know, the streets together. And then, you know, after he had passed away, you know, my mom, you know, she worked a lot. So I was just, you know, I lived in the neighborhood, but, you know, I basically kind of like, I don't say raised myself. That's not what I'm trying to say. She worked a lot, so I was outside playing a lot. How about that? That's a better way
I
to
think
say it.
they call those latchkey kids back then.
Yeah, I was playing a lot. You know, I had a lot of time to play in the streets. You know what I'm
Streets were kinda
saying?
raising you because she
But
was
but
working.
back then it wasn't like I wouldn't let my son be out there in them streets. Now back then it was cool to go in the street, like it was safe. And
Yeah.
plus, where I lived, I had my Aunt Celine up the block. We had Connie over here with my Auntie Maria. You know, everybody was
streets
there.
are different than they are today.
You know, I walk outside my neighborhood on Addison Street. You can kind of like everybody, kind of like everyone knew each other. You good? You know what I mean?
Nowadays, kids don't even go outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just stay inside.
What kind of student were you, man? Like junior
I
high, high school?
was a C plus B student. I liked social studies, liked history, English, math. I did like it later on in high school. I remember I liked math. It always had to be the teacher for me. I wasn't like I just, you know, fucking I'm you know.
Yeah, as long as she was
Actually,
pretty, you paid attention.
Yeah. One thing I do commend my mother though, because she worked hard, and she actually ended up putting me in Catholic school, and I think that was a big plus for me and for everything I'm doing now in life, instilling religion and then having good education. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that was a good thing for me. St. John's Elementary, shout out. You feel me?
So after you get out of high school and all that, when does your like music not career start, but you start, you know, getting into hip hop?
Well, I was actually in Walden House. Walden House is a drug rehab program, and instead of going to jail, oh shit, it was real. I had an alcoholic problem. Probably still do. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
We all
You
do
feel
in
me,
one
bro?
shape or another.
Hey, no, I'm chilling out now. Like, man, it takes a long time to get back off. You know what I'm saying? Your
Yeah.
body to recoup. So I'm really like chilling out all the way. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I got so much shit that I got going on that I can't even miss a day no more. That can't happen.
Right.
It's got to be a big celebration. But
So how old were you at this time?
when I got lost. What'd you say?
When you were starting to think of doing your career? And all
Okay,
that,
yep.
like-
I was about 21, about 21 years old. Yep, 21 years
Were
old.
you working any odd jobs back then, or were you just on the
So
street
let
slanging?
me go. No. Let me go back.
Let's
let
do it.
me go back. Let me go back. So Glen Park BART station, shoe shine boy, boom. 11 years old, 13 years old. Critter Fritters, right in Glen Park. It's
Okay,
a
there we
pet food supply store. Once I moved over to San Bruno, I always kept the job. I always was a worker. I was always a hard worker. I did masonry. I was fucking doing warehouse, shrink wrap, fucking forklift driver, loading, unloading trucks. You know what I'm saying? I was a laborer. I never could get like that job. I always wanted a job at Home Depot for some reason.
Yeah.
I always wanted, but I never could get the job. I never get the job with fucking Best Buy. I could get the job. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always got to get these fucking warehouse jobs. So that's the type of jobs I was doing. Busboy, though. I was a busboy for a long time at this golf club, you know. Bussing tables. I had a few restaurants I worked at, and you know, and then you know, as I got older, you know, I started slanging some weed and you know,
Where do you
doing my
think you
little
got
thing.
that drive from to want to hustle so much?
Well, I'll tell you this. I was just talking to my manager about that, and I was thinking about that, man. You know, my mom, we used to go to Mexico a lot, Acapulco. See, we got a lot of family in Mexico.
Yeah.
Acapulco, Mexico City, San Miguel de Allende, just all over. I said Acapulco already. Man, everywhere. We have so many different cities that I got families in, and you know what? I used to always admire the young kids. They used to try to come up and sell me shit, and I used to be like, man, like they getting it, like it just. I actually admired that. Like I liked it that they're hustling, and that's when I went back, and I was like, I was going 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's when I thought about doing the shoe shine thing. I watched Singing in the Rain, and I got this idea. I'm gonna go fucking shine some shoes and make some money. And I was pretty good at it. I made.
Was there anybody that ever teased you about it because you were working?
Nah, ain't nobody ever teased me. Nobody. I don't think nobody really even knew. I just went down there. I went down there in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, probably like 6:30 to 8. Get a few hours in, make $15 or something like that. I saved up. I think it was like $400 for the scooter. You know what I'm saying? The scooter was used. My cousin had it and had like a fucking a hanger holding up the muffler, and I was happy.
Now, what's young? Well, no. First of all, where the hell did you get the name Goldtoes? Were you a James Bond character? Huh?
So when I was making 17 Reasons, I was running around with my boy Coog Nut and Ballhead, and I remember we was in my Impala, and I had the Gold Dayton's on there, and we was making this song called Power and the Pain at Les G Spot, and Nut and Ballhead was like, man, you Julio, but you got to be something else. You got to have a nickname in the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, yeah, all right, man. I wasn't even tripping. I was just trying to learn how to fucking put a song together, get an album out. And I was already hella money into it. I'm like, man, I ain't whatever fucking name. I'll figure that shit out later on. So they made this song, and it said, drop top essay on them Goldtoes. And then that's when Nut and Ballhead, you Goldtoes, man, you Goldtoes, Julio. Actually, though, Playboy, too, between Playboy, Coog Nut, and Ballhead, they all pushed that name up on me. And then from there, it just stuck. And I was like, man, Goldtoes, I guess that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it stands for the Dayton Rims.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a slick name, man.
Yeah, Goldtoes, you know what I'm saying?
Triple gold Dayton's, huh?
Triple gold, man, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, baby. Yeah. That's right. So what is young Goldtoes bumping when he's about, 19 years old, 18 years old?
In the north side, this is how we ride. You feel me?
All right.
I was bumping that. I was bumping Juice, RBL Posse. RBL Posse, you know what I'm saying?
That shit hit down here.
RBL, that shit was hard.
Bird on my shoulder,
San Quinn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mousy, man, out there in the feds. You feel me? Yeah, man. You know,
there was definitely a lot of music from the Bay Area or up north in general that was coming down here with that. It was just it was funky, man. It was
at that time, like when I was making music, I wasn't even thinking about LA or nothing. I was just thinking about trying to just get it just in San Francisco, South City. That was it. Them two. I just want everybody to know what we was doing there. You don't think, you can't even think outside the box. You're just in the box. You're like, oh, I just want everybody to know my shit. I just need you to buy my CD. I need to make my motherfucking money back.
Yeah, right.
Shit, I got all this bread in there. I got to get my money back.
How did you actually get into the hip hop industry?
Nick Cannon's manager, Charles Kelly. So me and him was godfather to my cousin, baby, and we're both the godfather. And we were talking about, basically I was gonna start a Starbucks because I had some bread put up and I was gonna do it. I was like, I wanted to do something.
Starbucks,
because everybody in the drug program I seen, they drink a lot of coffee. I was like, you motherfuckers drink all this coffee. I'm like, shit.
You would have been a billionaire.
I'm like, shit. I'm gonna go in the Starbucks was cracking. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna, check. It was like 100 at that time. It was like 150,000 to do a hold on.
Starbucks
to get
the franchise or whatever.
Right.
And he was like, no, you don't want to do that. Let's make some music. So the very first song, I said, all right, let's do it.
And
I didn't know. Huh?
How old are you this time?
I'm about 22 years old. 22.
Guy. Okay.
Yeah, about 22, 21, one of those two. And it was Seth the Gaffler, and we went down 3rd Street, and he took me to go buy back then it was a reel. Then you had to go buy the beat. We bought the beat, went to the studio, met Seth the Gaffler, GLP, you know what I'm saying? He was popping. So I'm like, oh, it's Seth. So we went in there, made the song, Things Ain't Gonna Change. That was my very first song that I made. And when I made that very first song and the feeling that I got from making music and to see the expressions on other people's face when I showed them, hey, this is my song, I just made it, even though I ain't rapping or nothing. I wasn't even trying to rap or nothing like that. it made me feel a passion, and that drive never left. It stayed with me till this day. It's like, man, this is what I want to do. Then I got addicted. I made the next song. We just started going.
So were you like the producer on this thing, or what were you doing?
Never the producer. Money man only.
Okay, you were fronting the money.
Strictly the money. At this time, I was just getting guided. Hey, let's buy this beat. Does this beat sound good? You know, it's like, I kind of was just getting guided through on how to do things. And, shout out Chuck for, guiding me and helping me develop my company,
So what do? You get the money and you start fronting it and say, all right, this is what we're going to do?
No. You get the money. You have money and you have to negotiate. My first few times around, I learned the hard way. Not learned the hard way. Let me say that. I didn't learn how to. I learned how to. I ain't gonna say burnt, because when you get into any business, it's your job to do your homework. If a motherfucker charge you, that's his price. This was my problem. I just gave him, how much you want? 1,000? All right, here you go, 1,000. I didn't think to say, well, fuck, 500.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking. I didn't negotiate because I didn't know the game yet. I'm just, so motherfucker, I'm not mad at nobody, man. They're like, hey, it's my job to learn. If I'm gonna get into a business or anything, hey, it is what it is, But yes, I could have paid less. I ain't gonna say I got burnt, because them albums in that time was classic, and they still make money to this day.
Was there anybody that was mentoring you at that time, or was it?
Well, yeah, no, I had San Quinn mentoring me, JT, the bigger figure, but Charles Kelly was mainly the person that was putting me up on game and kind of like letting me know how to roll and how the things go. You know what I'm saying? And then I just made it happen after 17 Reasons. Boom.
That was like a staple album for you guys, right?
Yeah, that was a staple album, very much so.
And how did that come about?
Black and Brown. I mean, well, the name Black and Brown Entertainment, so everyone knows, because I don't think everybody does know this. Me and Juice, we was in the car down 101, and I was thinking of a record label name, and just like I thought of my name, he's like, "You Goldtoes now? You need a record label name." We came up with different names, and he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna give you my name. I think this is what you do, because this is what you is, Toes. Like, you fuck with us, man. You grew up with, you know what I'm saying, us all your life. You feel me? We want Black and Brown. Black and Brown." I'm like, and I remember I'm driving down 101, and there was the bay right there, and I'm Black and Brown. Yeah. Actually, we was passing a Rebel City, as a matter of fact. And I'm like, Black and Brown. I'm like, bruh, that's it. Black and Brown Entertainment. And that was it. That was it. Boom. And we stuck. And then when I put it out there, the when you put the words and people seen it and people spoke it, it had power.
You gravitated to that.
Power. Yeah. And it really represented San Francisco, because even my mom, my father, our people before me grew up Black and Brown in San Francisco. And that's really how our lifestyle is up there. And it's, it's just something, it was just natural, but we just put the names together, and then we had the music behind it, and people just gravitated to it.
What does the number 17 mean to you? Because you use it a lot.
Man, this shit is crazy, bro. Man, this shit is crazy, homie. Ever since 17 Reasons, the number 17 has followed me for the rest of my life in so many different ways. It's my manager, a lot of people know me, they'll be like, man, and this 17 is just the reason I'm here. August 17th. Little Grifo, shout out Little Grifo, man. That's right. Solid dude right there, man. Shout out, man. He did it August 17th. That's why I'm here. As soon as he did that and gave me the respect and the love, I'm like, he didn't have to do that. He put himself out there to, for people to be on his line. Like, man, what are you talking about? Goldtoes, Hey, man, and it happened on August 17th.
That's right.
And now we are here.
That's right. That's right.
It's meant to be. It's a. What's up with, yeah. Oh shit! There it is, man.
Oh yeah, right there.
Yeah, it just follows me, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's just something that follows me, and I follow the number. I guess it just, my wife's born August 17th too. It's so many. If I get into it, you'll be tripping out. You'll be like, "What the hell?"
Now you ended up relocating over to Texas, right?
Yeah.
What year did you go out there?
I went out there. I started in '98. Started in '98.
Back, huh?
Yep, '98. Started in '98. Bash was out there. SPM was out there. I went out there to put my flag down to go promote Mr. Key. 18 with a Bullet. 18 with a Bullet. We started leaving out of San Francisco, moving down to LA, down to San Diego, and then we took off to San.
You came and did shows out here?
No. When I mean come down, we came down passing out posters, giving out CDs and flyers. Yeah. So we hit I think we passed LA up though. I don't think we stayed in LA. We just said
Keep going.
we gonna keep going. Hey, we kept going. We went to San Diego because I got my family. I got family here too. A lot of family here, but I have family in San Diego. But something was going on. I forgot there was like a conference or something. We went out there and networked. There was a lot of artists, and then boom, went out to Texas and started with the 18 with a bullet. Then I came back with Mr. Key in 99, 2000. And I started developing all my relationships out there. And when I went to Texas, I was like, oh, hell, I'm missing a whole lot of shit. I'm missing all that. New Mexico, Albuquerque, Phoenix, Tucson, El Paso.
Virgin land.
All that. I'm like, and it's all Mexican. I'm like, oh man, this is just shit. My shit gonna sell out here. And it was already selling because I did a lot of murder dog ads. I did a lot of lowrider ads, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, it was prime real estate for my business.
What were you, now back then? You're selling CDs, right?
Yeah.
It's not streaming like today. So what are you doing? Are you driving with a
hand-to-hand combat? Hey, what's happening, homie? What you doing? What you like? Hey, what's up? What's up with you?
Dope.
You know, I got this CD and this CD. I'm selling them both. $20 a piece. I give you 2 for $30. You know what I'm saying? Whoop. I'll give you a poster too. I'll sign it, or whoever was with me, or I sell it to 5. I want my music out there. I try my last sale till you come out of pocket, and if I like you, here, take it.
That's right.
Take it. Go ahead and bump it because I just wanted my music out there.
Yeah.
And I hit the streets like that for years. I was a straight street hustler, like all of us, my whole team, my whole squad. Shout out to the whole squad too, man. There's too many to name, but shout everybody out. You know what I'm saying?
Now back then, you guys weren't flying. What are you guys doing? You guys are packing the car up, putting a bunch of CDs in the trunk.
We're driving. First before rap vans, I'd get a rent a car or a car. We tape the posters on the windows and smack around. Just tape it. You know what I'm saying? And then when I did Thiz Latin Records, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, shout out Thiz Latin Hayward. They holding it down for Thiz Latin. Right. Out of all my Thiz Latin chapters, I had 37 of them. They hold it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they got the youngest artist, King Little Monty, man. Diesel, King Tiger OG was happening. Temo was happening. Right. So Thiz Latin, when we did that, we had Tone Loc. He came with my boy Tone. He would say, man, I got a van, wrap it. Boom. We wrap these vans up. Shout out Tone. We wrap these vans up. My bro Sean G, everybody would come out. We'd get the mob out. I'd had 5 cars, rap vans, rap with Thiz Latin, with different covers on them, and we hitting the whole bay. But then we would go out and just smash out to Utah, to New Mexico, to Texas. You know what I'm saying? And it was just by then I had a catalog. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
Now, when you're going out there, are you going out there? Because I mean, nowadays I'm sure you'd be like, all right, this is our budget. We're going out there with a budget. Are you going out there with money, or are you out there? Are you? I'm
just going out there. Whatever we hustling. No, I got some money, but I mean, I'm trying to feed. I'm not worried about a profit. I'm worried about just making enough money to cover the trip and be cool. Because once it gets out there, the music gets out there. You know what I'm saying?
Was there anybody in your team that said, "Oh, man, I can't do this. I gotta go back"?
Nah, man.
You guys are with it.
My bro, Sean G, a few other cats, used to be out there, and they would get it, hit the streets hard. You know what I'm saying? We get it in.
Yeah, that's right.
All day long, and I'd be right there with them. It wasn't like, But then it got to a point to where I had to do other things, and people would be like, "Man, give me the van and some CDs, Toes. I'm ready." I'm like, "Here, boom." I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll keep the money. I ain't tripping. Go get some money. Go. I want the music out there."
Now, where did you when you went to? Did you go to Houston in Texas when you set up shop out there, or where did you?
Actually, I went to Houston and San Antonio.
Okay.
Actually, I was all over Texas, but I set up in Houston and I set up in San Antonio as well. I met a good friend of mine, Tumbleweed, man, and me and him actually built a relationship, and I started moving around the city, meeting everybody. Shout out to all the record labels in Houston. I'm gonna tell you, at that time, it was 99 to 2003. H-Town was off the fucking hook. I'm talking for Latin rap, that was the mecca. That was it. I'm talking every night. You had Latino rappers, Shut 'Em Down Records, Salty Water Records. Everybody was cracking. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of artists. Everybody was doing their thing. I would fly in. I could just go to the radio station, get my song on the radio. And I'm rapping on the motherfucker. I ain't even a rapper. You know what I'm saying? When we walk on toes. I'm like, man, we don't got this in the Bay. They ain't even playing Mexicans in the Bay at all. You ain't even looking like, man, you looking like, huh? What? I mean, we like you, Toes, but come on. Like, you know, but hey, the radio game is
rough.
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell all record labels and CEOs and artists, man, just be nice. You got to be nice. It don't matter if they don't like your shit or not. You just gonna have to walk away with a smile, because I've done all the fucked up shit and it taints you in the end. So just be nice and fucking accept it. If you don't.
So did you ever go in there and not accept it, where you were pissed off?
Fuck yeah.
You're banging on them or what?
I think that happens to.
I'm not proud of it, so I'm not going to talk about it. But
I think it happens to a lot of people. It's kind of a learning curve, because a lot of people believe, shit, my shit should sell. And
when you believe in your music so much, especially I had some, man. I still got shit to this day. I'm like, man, right now, even today, TYSF, I'm pushing her right now, and I'm hoping. But you got to keep a positive attitude, and I'm like the voice for the unheard. I'm like the one that people come to. Everyone knows their type, but they come to me to give them that extra fucking spark plug. You know what I'm saying? I can knock the door down, and sometimes I can do it. Sometimes, a lot of times, I can't.
Yeah.
Now, do you
because
think
it's hard.
You think you fell in place so well in Texas because of how like diverse it is in Houston and stuff, kind of like the Bay Area, how the black and brown really get along?
Yeah, H-Town black and brown all day long. You know what I'm saying? They are. H-Town is just like the Bay to me. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the whole Bay is moving to Houston right now. It seems like actually a lot of just California in general.
It's taxes, everything else out here. Everybody's going out there, but you got like Little Rob moved out there. You got a lot of
I thought Little Rob moved to San Jose.
Did he move to San Jose? I thought he was.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But he be out there. No, he does be out there.
He ghosted me, fool. That's why.
Yeah. Upstairs Records was out there. There's a lot of there's a lot of artists from everywhere. I mean, H-Town is it's a beautiful place, and if you can establish yourself out there, you can live out there and live over there if you want to. That's how good it is.
And when did you finally go out there and actually live out there? Were you saying, all right, that's it, I'm moving out here?
I tried to live out there a few times. I couldn't do it. I kept going back home. My wife, man, she got she got 12 brothers and sisters. So I was the only child.
That was right there.
Yeah. Hey, so I forgot to tell you that. So I grew up as the only child. So that was a big impact. Growing up as the only child, man, I was lonely. I was never, it was just different. It's different, I think. I never had brothers to come. Oh, come on, I got, I need some help. Or no, I didn't have none of that. I didn't have sisters, none of that. You know what I'm saying? My neighborhood guys were my guys. Right. So that's kind of like, it's a different way of growing up. You know what I'm saying? Especially having my mom, pretty young Latina woman, raising me. You know what I'm saying? All black neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your mama fine, Julio.
How'd you handle that, man?
You just at that time you young, you gotta just be like, man, fuck you, man. You be like accepting walking back home with your basketball. You know what I'm saying? Dollar Hill, man. That's where I learned a lot of my sports, living up on the hill, my basketball, football, everything. But man, I love all my brothers over there, man.
That's right.
And we still connected, all of us.
So you a breakdancer too, huh?
Breakdance, San Francisco street breaker. Yeah.
Wait,
Flares.
What was the name?
Baby J.
There you go,
Baby J.
Damn,
Baby J, San Francisco
show me a
street
couple
breakers.
moves right now or what?
I mean, if I really could, I got heavy, but I probably could do a head spin. But I'll break my neck.
His hip might go out. We don't want to send back to Houston with a fucking fucked up hip. What happened? American Troll.
Man, hey, man, I used to always admire the breakdancers, though, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, brother.
That shit was tight. I still do. I'm glad that they're doing it now, though. Like,
it's
man,
bad.
they're fucking better now. Them motherfuckers doing all kind of shit now.
Yeah, shit I could have never imagined back then.
Could you do the windmill?
Yeah.
Man, yeah, Flair, yeah.
Oh, that what you guys
Flair,
call it?
hold my
Flair?
nuts, Flair, yeah. I was,
Nah, I'll do like a fake spin.
yeah.
And that's
The back
it.
spin and that's
just,
it.
Just grab my neck like that. That's it. That's all I had, oh boy. That's all I had. So you and I've had this conversation with you before, and you've always said it. You are not a rapper, but yet you rap.
I'm a reciter.
Oh, you're a reciter.
I'm a reciter. I just do it because I get a thrill out of it. Because I'm like, fuck that. You motherfuckers, some of these artists be pissing me off. I'm like, fuck that. I'm gonna go do a fucking song. I'm gonna go do it. Every once in a while, I get a little fucking, it's like let's do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me do something. You know what I'm saying? Well, a while ago, when the Thiz Latin days, I was Burner. Shout out Burner. Burner was my ghostwriter.
Okay.
He wrote 18 with a Thiz and some of my album Goldtoes, the Gold Rush. And I just got mad at all my artists because they wasn't hustling like I hustle. They fucking wouldn't even pass out their flyers, wouldn't show up to shows on time.
Yeah.
And, just not being as persistent, consistent, and determined like I was.
Yeah.
And shit fucking makes me mad. I still get
still
mad.
mad
I'm mad. I mean, listen, bro, I'm dealing with motherfuckers that's, I'm dealing with artists that are fucking, they want it bad, but they don't want it bad because they don't want to do some of the work that takes it.
Yeah.
They just want to, it's not the fucking magic wand over here, homie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to work. Let's go. So I fucking got rid of everybody for a minute. And I was like, I'm going to do this shit myself. Fuck this. And there, you know, I had a few homeboys. Yeah, I told you sound good.
You got a good voice.
Hey, but to be honest with you, I don't know how to rap. I can't write a motherfucking rap. People got to write the shit for me. But every once in a while, now I'll get on something like SPM wrote the Walk on Toes for me. My boy Black C just wrote what you just heard. I don't know if you heard it, the In My World. That's one of the In My World song that is what I made, what I just made. That's one of my favorite songs. You know what I'm saying? He wrote that one.
Song.
It's a very good. I love that song because it just had a lot of passion and for what's going on with the times right now. So you know, I really felt that. You know, I felt it, and you know, other people would they'll get me to rap on stuff, but if they got to pay me, they got to pay a ghostwriter for me, or they got to pay me, and then I got to tell them, well, look, you're gonna have to write my shit, and then if I like it, I'll spit it. And you know, a lot of shit. Sometimes I just do it. I shouldn't be doing it because I got to sound tight now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yes, am I gonna continue to do it? Every once in a while, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Just to shine. I think I got it in me to make one hit, maybe two, a hit for real.
Yeah.
Real hit, like a real one. But I'm putting myself way on the back. That's just to have fun. Man, my focus right now, fully in the rap game, or in the music game, is Gabriela Martinez.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's who signed the Goldtoes as a recording artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ay Amor. Make sure you check her out on YouTube. You know, Amores Como Tu is coming out. Mariachi. I'm getting into a whole nother field. Tejano.
Yeah, we'll have her on here soon too.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be here, man. Hey,
You didn't hear our new rule, man. Every rapper's got to do a freestyle, man. We got the mic right there. Like,
yeah.
There it is.
I might talk some shit.
I don't even. Wasn't a rapper.
Yeah, I know I can't freestyle, but I'll try if you want me to fuck around.
what was the name of the first song you ever rapped to? That was your rap song that Burner wrote for you.
The very first song was on North Side Ghetto Northern Ghetto Boys. My first one. Quinn wrote that one, and then then the second one was shit. Well, Burner. What was the first one? Oh, I know what it was. I lean, but not like a cholo.
Really?
Yeah, it's a tight song though. It's a tight song. That motherfucking tight, man.
Yeah, like we were talking earlier. I was at the gym today. I said, all right, let me bump this. I was 17 reasons. Like, oh, busting ears. But because you'll hear some people in the comment section, oh man, these guys made music like this, and I made posts like this before. Like, dude, I ain't worried about that, because if you really go back into history of hip hop, I remember having the actual tape of like DJ Quick, and DJ Quick was busting ears all day long on his enemies, right? So to me, it's like, dude, that's just history. It's just part of music. I completely understand it. Is no reason to get all offended over it. Do you get people that still kind of feel a certain way because some of those songs?
No, I mean, really
not from your side.
No. I talk to people everywhere. They enjoy the music. I mean, of course, some people are gonna feel like, I mean, that one song, Northside Soldier, people.
Yeah.
I mean, people was going to the yard, really getting it in. I mean, it was just something. It was a war song. I know the power of music. If I want to destroy communities, I can.
Yeah.
If I want to, and I don't want to do that no more. Goldtoes. Like, I don't want spit. I am not going to talk out of my mouth and just start saying anything. Now that I know better, and I know I know better, then I got to do better. That's me. I'm not going to speak for everybody else.
Absolutely.
Everybody else can do what they got to do. When they come across me now, I can guide you. I can assist you and give you advice on what to do. But at the end of the day, is you do what you do.
Decision.
It's your decision. I don't stop nobody from their creativity and what they're going through or how they're living. But yes, I want to be a positive influence to any artist that comes across, anybody that comes my way. You know what I'm saying?
Now knowing you and hearing some of the music from the past, I'm like, oh, that was Goldtoes. I didn't know. But where I actually first heard of you, Toes, was on YouTube when I saw you go to San Quentin.
Yes. Damn.
You thought you were going to get out of that one.
No, I ain't you know, man. Can you believe this shit, man? The first time I hit the prison yard, the riot kick off.
Really?
What?
We didn't know that.
Goldtoes go to San Quentin in the riot. All that you seen right after that.
No.
The homies come snatch me up, and it just went down with the black and the brown, for real.
And it was so positive. The video was so.
I mean, it was good. I was like, damn.
So how did that walk me? Not the riot stuff. Walk me how that came about, man. How did you end up in San Quentin?
United Players, man. United Players. I was working with Rudy Corpus. I met him at Cameo one day, and he knew who I was, and he was like, man, He wanted me to come talk to the kids at the high school. Said I was a big influence, and I'm like, man, you sure you want me to talk to the kids? And at that time, I think I was probably fighting a case or something. I was like, yeah, sure. Talking to the kids. Go tell my lawyer I'm talking to the kids. So, you know, I mean, I was, you know, so I was like, but I got, you know, he was a positive dude, and he was working with a lot of the communities. And then I got involved, and I started, you know, and shout out Rudy, man. United Players is a big nonprofit organization out of San Francisco that's helping a lot of youth, especially down in the Tenderloin, downtown 6th Street. And, you know, doing a lot for the whole Frisco, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he got me into juveniles, into the schools, you know, plus I had a relationship with other artists. So I'd bring the other artists in, and, you know, it was good. And, you know, it kind of like was a way to see what you're doing with your music, and these are the kids you're influencing. Right. And you start realizing, you know, it didn't happen overnight, but I eventually started realizing, like, yo, okay, I see something.
So when
San Quentin. Yeah, okay, well, go ahead.
I was saying, so when you walked down the yard, did these guys know that you were even coming?
Hell no, they didn't know. You know what? Nah, I don't think they knew. I didn't think they was gonna believe it. They probably knew that somebody was gonna come perform. Yeah. And so United Players. He was like, man, you want to come to San Quentin? I'm like, yeah. You guys want to perform? I'm gonna have you can do a show. I'm like, bro, you sure you're gonna be able to get me in? Mm-hmm. You sure? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he was like, man, I got it. Woo, boom. I think the warden doesn't work at San Quentin no more anyway. But I for real. So I was like, yeah. So we came in. It was really nothing. Yeah. It was really like they didn't do a whole whoop-de-wop. There was nothing. Boom. As soon as I hit the yard, I walked out. They were like, stay behind the yellow line. I looked to the right, and I seen all the homies. I'm like, hey, and I just walked out into the yard. Like, yeah. I was the only one. What's happening? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know, just chopping it up, seeing what's up to some of my homies, whatever. Yeah. And there was a dude, A1. Damn, I forgot his real name, man. Sorry about that, homie. But anyway, he had the camera and the mic. I'm like, hey, what's up? You guys want me to interview y'all? And they're like, yeah, let's do it. What's up? So I came over there with the cameras, and, you know, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just happened. And, I mean, shit, it just happened, homie.
It was deep because, I mean, I saw it in here, and I'm looking at it. A lot of those guys in there were even sending the message, like, to the youngsters, this ain't where it's at. Yeah, stay out of this place. Like, that's what I got. I was like, dude, this is dope, man.
Yeah, they're telling the real. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, man, if anybody's gonna tell you to fucking hit a cell, man, you gotta think twice where you're getting your info from. Unless you obligate yourself to something that's what you're up for. Yeah, that's what you sign up for, homie.
Or what was a changing point where you kind of like started pushing, you know, unity amongst just Raza and Brown and everything?
Well, when I went to Texas and started seeing how all the Latinos were together, Texas had a big impact on how I view the entertainment business for Latino rap and how powerful it is to be together. You know what I'm saying, in this entertainment industry. And it's right now with the power of the internet, it's getting smaller, and we're all starting to see each other. Now you're not hiding behind nothing no more. We see you right now on YouTube. We see you. We see you now. For me, I travel throughout the United States, so people are starting to leave California. We're going to be in different functions. Yeah. There needs to be establishment of communication and respect, period. We don't want to be at fucking concerts and then we got to worry about we're about to fucking fuck this whole shit off and everybody's fucking off the bag. Right. Yeah. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's when I started thinking like, yo, we got to, you know, I built lines of communication, period. That's it. And respect.
And that's a beautiful thing. Well, that's how you and I mean, I feel like I've known you for years. I mean, since day one we started talking.
So, yeah, building lines of communication. There ain't nothing wrong with communication and respect. I'm not here to set a program and tell people they need to do this. They, you know, listen, that's not in my power. In my power right now in the entertainment business, I know we're going to be places. People are going to be places. I'm trying to make safe environment for everybody to relish, to get the bag and do what you guys got to do and go home safely to your kids, your wife, and continue to be great.
As it should be. It's a business, man.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a business and we should conduct ourselves in that way.
You know.
So let's switch it up a little bit. As far as how is it working with artists, especially how you said before, some just get lazy because, you know, you can have the most talented, let's say you have the most talented artists out there, whether it's rap, whether it's music. What's something that holds artists back from really blowing up sometimes when they have so much talent?
Man.
Where do I start, huh?
Shit, man. It's so much fucking. For one, they listen to everybody else. They don't listen to me, the coach. If I'm telling you something is something, you should take my advice better than you're taking everybody else's advice, for one. But, you know, at first they got to be coachable. If somebody's not coachable, it's hard to really mold them to get to where they got to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they getting shit done. Get the shit done. Like, not procrastinate. Get it done. You know, knowing how to market yourself, knowing how to stop looking for everybody else to invest in you. Yes, it's good to use other people's money, but when you ain't got nobody else investing in you, get in your pocket, do what you got to do, and most of all, get up out your area. Get up out your city, homie.
Yeah.
Get up, go. Get up out of there, man. Go, make it happen, man. Get the fuck, you just don't stay on the block, stay in your same city, do videos all day, and that's all you gonna get. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Very once in a while, somebody might get lucky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
you gotta hustle it.
for the most part, get up out. You gotta go. Most of these cats don't want to leave because they want everybody else to come with them, and then everybody else is a fucking hat. It's a fucking lag. You gotta worry about this dude shitting, pissing, getting up, feeding them.
Right.
Go. Goldtoes, I travel the United States by myself. Straight up. I've hit New York, all kind of motherfucking places. Solo. You know what I'm saying? Just to hit them relationships, hit them pressure points. You know what I'm saying? Then I come back with the cavalry. Yo, guys, come on.
Right.
This Latin, come on, man. We going. We got something over here. You feel me? Put my flag down. Bam, let's go. This is the homie you going to fuck with. He going to plug you in. And that's what I've been doing just right now. I still do it to this day.
So a CEO is also like, man, it sounds like you're a father figure. You're trying to, run a family over here.
Man, I'm running a business, man. And I love what I do. I have passion for it. I ain't got time to fuck around, man. I'm really trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not all about money for me. I heard somebody say in RSC, oh, Goldtoes about the money. Nah, man, I'm about it all. I'm about the fucking feeling of greatness, making shit happen, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Good shit.
Yeah, but usually people told that always try to say somebody's about the money is because they're broke or they got nothing going on. Because if you're a businessman, if you're making money, you gotta make money in order to push stuff forward.
Just like me being here, this I'll probably get a fucking headache out of it. Oh, Julio, what are you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in a gangster rap game. I gotta deal with motherfuckers talking about killing 30 motherfuckers every motherfucking song. This motherfucker, every mom, he killing everybody. He killed this, that. Hey, that's what they talking about. I'm dealing with mass murderers.
Yeah.
How you think I gotta be? I gotta be a certain way. I gotta be built, but I'm built for it. Toes is built for this shit.
That's right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I do. But that's what I'm dealing with. If you listen to half the people out there, and what's selling is that G shit, that banging shit, that all that. So that's the mentality I'm dealing with. Now, I do try to teach the kids, or like right now, my son right now, he loves that shit. But I'm like, yo, you got to look at this, son, like it's a movie. It's real. But you don't go and let it get in your soul and you fucking start thinking you're gonna go do this because there's a fucking bad result.
How old's your son?
Damn.
He's 14.
Oh man,
and he don't even like. I mean, no, don't say that. He likes all music, but he's into New York music, drill music. That's why I'm like, how the fuck you from? You from Houston? Your daddy from Frisco? You listen to New York shit like that? Yeah, he knows.
Baby.
He knows. I'm not. Hey man, love New York, love the Bronx, man, but I'm not too much into that because that shit be like too much for me. It's too much.
But your son's gonna bring you into it. Why?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah, your son's gonna get you in on it, whether you like it or not. Bro.
Yeah, man. So I do try to just. I think it's all of us got to teach our children that when they listen to music, because like I said, I could destroy communities if I want to. It's like fucking assaults with your tongue. I want you guys to talk about this, or we gonna rip shit up. Woo, woo. It's a war call. People, even in war, they use the drums. Even the Indians, it's the heartbeat.
Absolutely.
And us, we're tribal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we are.
Africanos, Mexicanos, we're all tribal. You know what I'm saying?
Majorly.
Yep.
So we're warriors. You feel me? So I mean, that shit gets in us.
So how do you balance that when you got guys who are, in the life, let's say in the gangster life, they're going into the rap career? Is there some time you have to have a conversation with them?
I talk to all. I talk to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, man, they're good at what they do. They're good talking that shit. They talk that shit and they're good about it. And if they're a real one, I respect them. That's a real one talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna try to guide them into living life properly because but at the end of the day, there's gonna be gangster rap after I go. It's still gonna be there. And there's people that's gonna look at Snoop Dogg. He's still cracking. Y'all, it's good. Yeah. That's where I'm trying to get my people to. I'm trying to get us, this Brown, up there. And it's fucking hard. I've been trying to do that shit for a long time. It's hard. Yep. Right now, to be honest with you, you really don't got that. Who we got right now is my brother Baby Bash gets up there.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? He's up there, but he's speaking to the women. You know what I'm saying? So right now I said, man, I'm trying to tell my other brothers, like, if you gonna spit that shit, get them to dance then.
Yep.
Get them dancing, we good. You can talk that shit, but get them dancing.
You gotta get that beat.
Like right now, Lavish D and Bands got a song called I Won't Tell. Woo! Hey, when that come out, this Lavish D and Bands out politicking and mobbing, Black and Brown, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, that shit's gonna go. You feel me? But that it's G'd up, but it got that swag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking about when you were talking about that gangster guy talking his shit, Big Lavish D, homeboy. How did you and Lavish hook up?
Lav, me, been talking ever since he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? And it took a long time because Lav just don't fuck with anybody. But, he finally came around and we got to chopping it up. And, man, just, peanut butter and jelly. We make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Real simple, business moves. He's a good artist, man. Good guy, man. You know what I'm saying? He's really, really talented. I think right now he's on the move. He's got a lot in his favor right now. So I'm waiting to see. We should be expecting great things from him. You know what I'm saying?
He's a very intelligent guy too.
He knows how to work the internet.
He does, but behind all that, he's still a sharp guy. After that interview with him, I was like, dude, this guy's very smart. After seeing that, I said, damn, Lavish, he's an intelligent guy. I think he's, like anybody else, he's going through the process of growing, and he definitely has big things. And with you behind him, I think he'll definitely succeed, man.
Right. No, I mean, we're gonna push, man. Black and Brown.
That's right. So, is there anybody that that you've worked with for like a good chunk, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't work out for you? Without naming names, like, like you invest in them
all the time. You is, but I love them all. I love them all, man. They all, hey, man. I really, everybody I've worked with, everybody that I've worked with that I've helped out and I put money into. I communicate with everybody still. You know what I'm saying? We all got love for each other's respect. I haven't really had a bad fallout with nobody because I do good business. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, life shows up. It's very hard to be an artist, man. It's very hard to be in this rap game, especially Latino artists,
right?
And to make a living, to make an actual living and get paid for your work, and as you get older, I'm 50 years old, bro. So if I was 23 years old when I was putting all my shit out, it's different for me now. You know what I'm saying? So so all the artists that I had back from 17 Reasons, 18 with a Bullet, the music's gonna change, and I think the only one from back then that's really still making waves is Jose Santana. Jose Santana's still doing his thing. We just actually did a song with Carlos Santana.
Oh, did he get it done?
Yeah.
Oh, that guy's very talented.
Those are family to me. You know what I'm saying? They're we're like about fifth generation cousins. You know what I'm saying? So it goes all the way back to Mexico, the Coronas.
How important, and I asked this for like the guys who are trying to get in the industry or are in the industry, how important is communication?
Communication is everything. If you're not communicating, you're just fucking trying to think what the other guy's thinking, you know what I'm saying? Or you know how to communicate. You ain't a fucking mind reader. You got to communicate. You got to present yourself with respect and be cool. And I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this. I have a lot of artists that are just fucking arrogant. They're assholes, or they think they're the shit. I ain't tripping. I've been seeing them. All right, cool. I'm not mad at him. Yeah. I'll be like, he'll come back around. Don't worry about it. No, yeah. I got artists right now that I pay up under me that don't even like me, but they fucking get a check. Not say they don't like me, but they're just because they know I'm fucking the way I am. And, it's okay.
Yeah.
Get your check. You ain't got to like me because I say that shit sucks. Or you need to do this with your life. Some people can't take advice, homie. It's okay.
Yeah.
But they still, me and them, we still cool. You know what I'm saying? So, but not a lot. Most everybody, I talk to everybody. I like if you come into my fucking world of business, I'm gonna get at you. Mm-hmm. My people gonna get at you. And we gonna make sure we figure out what it is, whatever it is, how it is, politics. We gonna figure everything out and continue to relish and be business partners.
How did that distribution stuff come out with? I think Grifo's under you, right? With GT Distribution and So Swifty. Mm-hmm. Did you reach out to them? Did they reach out to you? How did that come about?
No. Grifo came on. He been with me. He just signed up and got on. You know what I'm saying? He got on. Oh man, mentioning Swifty. I didn't want to bring this up, man.
You
Good Swifty.
You gotta check in with Swifty, fool.
Man, and I'm gonna tell you, Swifty, I've been knowing him for about 7 years.
Okay.
Swifty's my son.
That's right.
Your son.
He's my son, man.
Your son. Your son.
My son.
You capping?
Nah, man.
Swifty's your son?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Just fucking with.
I'm doing the math in my head right now. Like, this 7 years.
Hey, nah,
Like,
you
the
fucking with.
son- He had me. He had me. Son- I had to
Hey,
look at him a couple
nah.
times.
Swifty, shit.
Oh,
Hey,
that was going viral right now.
Hey, nah, Swifty, man. We chopped it up, man. We chopped it up on the phone, man, and we just chopped it up and had a conversation, and
Yeah.
that was it. It was simple, nothing too big, nothing too small. Chopped it up, shout out Swifty. He does his thing. He's an entertainer, letting his nuts hang. That's it.
That's
it.
He's got a charisma. The internet likes him. I can see
yeah.
everybody can see a little bit of something in Swifty that they see in themselves, and I think that's why he fucking attracts that attention.
That's what he does. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah.
So GT distribution, when did that come about?
2003. 2003, I started GT, Goldtoes Entertainment. Shout out Little Raider. He was the very first artist that would give me the opportunity to distribute his music. He didn't know what the fuck it was. I said, hey, man, I got this company, Goldtoes Entertainment Digital. I can distribute your music. Fuck the CDs. We're going to do it on digital. I'm going to get your shit ring-toned up, hook it up, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, and Raider just ain't going to fuck with anybody. But it took a long time for people to fuck with me because it was other record labels. Like, why would I give you? You're another record label. Why would I? And we're selling CDs. You're selling CDs. Why are we going to give you? Like, they didn't understand it.
Yeah.
But he was my very first artist. And then everybody just slowly from, years and years of grinding and getting artists slowly and just being a good businessman. People do try to start this business, but they can't get clients because they're not in the rap game or they're just some fucking, I'm not going to say that, but they're just, they just think they can get in and
They're
get
not
the clients.
established.
Yeah.
They're not established. And with myself, I was able to get people started going to me. Once people say, hey, man, I got a check from digital, and they didn't know what the fuck it was, boom, they started coming slowly.
So what exactly do you do? Let's say Boo Boo's an up-and-coming artist. He's got all kind of music. He's got maybe, 30, 40 songs, and he's got some good stuff. He comes to you. What do you do? What do you do for him?
First of all, we're gonna ask you. I want to know, just basically where you're at in your career, how many albums you got, who you going through right now. What do you think your best? I'm searching for your best song. The company, the staff, we're looking for your best song. What's the best song you got? Boom. But this is then we send you an agreement. I don't like to say contract. People get fucking all bent out. Oh, you're trying to take my masters, and I don't know what this says. It's like, bro, read the fucking contract. The fucking shit says non-exclusive. My first contract is non-exclusive. We're not fucking trying to take your masters. Unless I come up with some money, then shit gonna change, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. Yeah. But like everything, go get a lawyer. Go read more than almost, I want to say 90% of them. I don't want to say that. I say 40%.
Yeah.
Do not read the contract.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, all right, fuck it,
Yeah.
Read the contract, man. Just it's simple. You're gonna, sign up, read your stuff, know what it is. If you have questions, we'll tell you. But I always tell them, go get somebody to explain it to you.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for, are you computer literate? Do you read your contract? Because that's going to tell me what type of artist I'm dealing with. Okay, this dude is just a rapper. He don't even want to do none of this shit. Okay, fuck, all right. His business ain't going to be right. Mm-hmm. When you got a guy coming in here, he got good music. His business is on point. He's asking questions. Then this is sharp. This is a guy we want to fuck with. We want to fuck with him. He's on his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to be good in the business. He's going to bring other artists in. My job is I want to teach the artists and the labels, got labels under me, the record business, the distribution business. I want to teach you. You know what I'm saying? We want to let you learn because if you're working with us, we're getting this together. The more you know, the better and effective you're going to be for us.
So what do? You guys start pushing it like on streaming platforms?
We put it up. We put it up everywhere. Anybody could do that. You can go to anybody. But the conversation of coaching you on what to do. What's your best song? Me, I've been in the game a long time. My staff been in the game a long time. We're gonna listen to it. I'm be like, that's weak. That's tight. Fuck with this song. This is the song that's gonna bring everybody to you. Do you got a video? No. Get the video. Oh, you do got a video? Did you put money on YouTube? Did you do any Spotify ads? Did you do any TikTok ads now? Do you have a TikTok? Don't have get the TikTok going. Come on, man.
Right.
You got to get your shit right. Get all your ducks in a row first.
Pay
You know what I'm saying?
attention,
And then ask them. You know, most of these guys don't have money. They got very little bread. It's okay. Be honest with me. Tell me what you got. 200, 150, woo, thousands. You know, I got budgets that I have $20,000, $30,000 budgets that we can work with, depending on the artist. But then we know more than likely it's anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 that somebody should push behind their projects coming out, whether it be a single or an album, for the initial phase of it coming out, depending how it comes out, rolling out singles, promotions, paying the right people. I know who to pay that ain't gonna fuck you over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? DJ pools. If you got a single, fuck just throwing it. Fuck just throwing it off on your Instagram. But it's another thing. Are you active on your Instagram? You know, some people, I'm not. They're not active. You got to be. You're going against motherfuckers that's posting every day. They're doing. People are. It's more than music now. They got to be into you. They got to be like, I want to fuck with this dude. He's. You know, I like him. I'm seeing him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
So, like, just getting it's one thing to have.
Shit making my fucking lips dry.
It's one thing to have like good music and all that, but if you're not behind it, pushing it, nobody's gonna hear it.
Nobody's gonna hear it. You know. Well, let's go back about what I look for in artists. This is an artist that I found. I want to say maybe 5 years ago. I enjoyed searching through the internet and watching somebody on Instagram and then making them pop. You know what I'm saying? And this dude he's still on the rise. Cinco from Sacramento, man. I seen him. He sang a song, Mi Gente, on Instagram. And I seen him. Then I was like, man, I got a hold of him. Boom. Next thing you know, I'm flying to Sac. Boom. We knock out the video. Boom. From that video, man, Sacramento popped off with a bunch of more Latino rappers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cinco. You know what I'm saying? But a bunch of them started coming out. You feel me? And then from there, just like that's how I search. I got that Hawkeye on people. You know what I'm saying? Sacramento, I want to give a shout out. Sacramento, you got an all-star criminal music group, BFD, pushing the line. And there's a cat right now. He's not even a rapper. See, I also look at businesses in the rap game. There's a Shimo Media. Have you seen that yet?
Yes.
Shimo Media Cypher. So I did a cipher. I did like 2 ciphers, and he started doing his ciphers. That motherfucker fucked me up. I'm like, God damn, this motherfucker. Hold on, man. I said, I ain't doing no ciphers, but he was doing his shit like he got the drive like I got it. Like I seen him making his knife. He motherfucker made the Northern California samurai sword and started videos everywhere. Bam, he's doing his thing. He's expanding. He's gonna be big. Shimo Media, I see him. I want to see that man go global. And he's with GT. He's with us. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I look for that in people. I look for those other businesses, those other people that got the fucking tiger in them. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said that he wasn't one that inspired me by that mic and have people come on here. I'm like, dude, let's get this in here, man. Let's get the cream of the crop out here. Come out here and rap. And that's why, like, when I tell people now, like, up-and-coming rappers, from now on, they come on the platform, they're gonna rap. Yeah. Because if
he said,
they're gonna rap.
American Cholo Cypher.
Because if you can't rap here on the show in front of just this audience, how are you gonna go in front of 10,000 people? How are you gonna go in 5,000 people? Especially if you say you want to be a rapper. Yeah. So that's where we're calling them out. Like, come on here, but you're gonna come in here. I'm gonna give you the platform, but you're gonna rap, homie.
Yeah, man. I mean, so you know, Burner was one, man. I got fucking people were talking shit to me, my own people, man, my own bro. Like, man, who told he weak, man? What the fuck? Really? Why you fucking? Yeah, this is when he first came out. Man, Burner went through a lot of shit. Gotta give him my boy Burn, man. He been fucking with me tough for his whole rap career. From when he started all the way to the top, me and him is still like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother Burner, man. Love you to death. You know what I'm saying? Most people, they get up there and they just, I'm here. I don't need nobody. Who's fuck that? Yeah. So, you know, he built. I mean, the empire, the cookies, all that. You know, I've been along the ride the whole way, and you know, when we first started out, you know, there's footage and stuff, but you know, people just wasn't into him. But he said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna keep going," and he kept going, and he kept making moves, and then. Everyone likes it. Yeah, and I was telling everybody, I told you this motherfucker was tight. I told you he had it. He had the same thing. He has that thing. He has the same thing. That's that thing. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you can gather a bunch of people. There's only, you know, they had that. And I said, watch, he's going to be like, dude, he could get all these people together. Look, watch. And look at, you know, now you can throw a fucking cookie thing and it's
everybody.
It's cracking. You know what I'm saying? Sure. So, you know, it's what it is, man.
So, Chris, put the camera over here quick. Let's get come on.
My manager, Ilka.
There you go.
GT Digital Latino.
That's what's up.
She speaks that Spanish, man. We got Panama, we got Honduras. This Latin Honduras, what's happening?
That's
Big
right.
Stones, Bronx, what's up, man? Sagamore, Pete Powers, what's happening?
What's up, Ilka? How we doing?
What's up? We're good. How are you?
We're doing it, man. Look at this.
We got this guy here.
I know. I feel like the Prince of the King of England was coming in here real quick, man. That shit was dope. Now me and Toe's been talking for a minute, and it's a great thing. So let's get your side of the story of this whole thing. What are you doing? What are you doing in the backgrounds that nobody really sees?
Man, when I first met Goldtoes, we were about to fight. We had a whole ass argument over an artist that I was working with the label that had brought me in. He was already working with this particular artist, Latin Threat, out in Omaha, Nebraska. And
Is Latin Omaha.
That's right. And it just got serious. And Toes called me up one day talking about, that's my artist, woo, woo, woo.
Territorial.
You know, that's how we knew, to be honest. That's how I knew that he was really passionate about this music industry. And back then, this was like, geez, I think this was like early 2000s.
Oh, you guys been working that long together?
Yeah, we've been rolling for a good minute.
Okay, so now let's go back to the phone call real quick, man.
Oh, yeah.
So you get it, ring. And with this is Goldtoes right here.
Hello, and I was like, hello, and he was like, is this Ilka? And I was like, yeah. He's like, you fucking with my artist, and I was like, what? Wait, what? And I was like, okay, well, he wants to do something different. He wants to expand, and that's what it really came into. Is, you know, I was surprised at this time in the game. Nobody had contracts. Nobody had structure, which made me always feel like he always said, right? Like he said a second ago, people don't understand the industry. They really don't. So you kind of, when you're about those things and trying to formalize things for people,
right,
you know, they always look at you a certain way, like, oh, I don't know, you know, they're always trying to take something from me or blah, blah, blah. But then this guy calls me on the phone and he's like, that's mine. I got a contract. And I'm like, you have a contract? Okay, let's see this contract. Long story short, we go back and forth for like 2 weeks. Stop talking. It's just gloves are off. We're just over it. And then this motherfucker calls me on the phone one day and he was like, I really want to work with you. Work with me, motherfucker. But it's that, right? I mean, you got to give it to him.
That mutual respect.
He knew what it was. I knew what it was. But it came down to the honor of, I have a job to do, and I respected that. And from then, we just took off. And now we're at a point where, you know, I manage him in a sense where it's really more we're business partners. You know, it was time for Guns to bring in some, or for Goldtoes to bring in some heavy guns. You know, people who really, really understood the industry, people who could get into some of those topics that he was growing.
Right.
You know, at that time, I think he had like 2,000 artists. Now we got over 6,000 on the label.
Really?
I mean, it's massive. It's not a hobby. It's not a game. Like
You guys are in business.
There's people's careers that are literally in his hands. And it's respectable. And he's about his business. And in this industry, we all know that that's not really the case. There's a lot of shady people.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And there's one thing I can always say about Goldtoes is that he will never take a penny of your money. That's just not this man. I sent this guy on tour. The first time he ever did tour manage a tour. Sent him on tour. I think we did like 10, 11 cities.
She broke bread on that too, man.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She put some bread on that.
No,
man.
ain't nobody
Shout out
bullshitting.
Ilka for that, for real.
That's
Ain't
right.
nobody bullshitting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we put
DJ
a
Michael
vision
Watts,
together.
everybody.
We got, I don't know even know how many artists we had. We had like 11, 12 artists that started jumping on everywhere.
From Cali
and I
to
mean,
Texas. Yeah.
we fucking took it everywhere. And this man, like clockwork. You know what I mean? And that's
Bam,
something
bam,
I
bam,
respect. I respect the hell out of that. He's loyal. We fight like brother and sister all day long. But we're passionate and we always get him to where he wants to go. You know what I mean? And I think that's a beautiful thing. Like, you know, I've been part of some things with Julio that are really changing people's lives. And, you know, when you got that gift, when you have that legitimate influence, that's positive. You know, you're literally not taking anything from anyone. You know what I'm saying? That's really where I admire that he's got this potential and this power, and like we've only just started.
Now, where do you go from calling her up and saying you're taking my artist to calling her up in 2 weeks later and say let's work?
Because I like the way she speaks. Because I speak like fucking shit sometimes, and she speaks very well.
She didn't bow down to you.
Nah, she was good, but she was good because she knows what she's talking about. She's very intellectual and detailed, and when she speaks about the music business, and to have somebody, and when you have different clients and engaging in different type of business opportunities, I want to instead of me speaking, I would rather have her speak for me because she speaks well. Her English is good. And she speaks Spanish.
Communication skills.
The communicate and in detail, like and then, she comes across good. I mean, it's always good. Like I tell people, when it's time, when it's time, you need a manager. It's always good to have somebody else speaking for you.
Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Because then it makes everything look a little bit more serious. You know what I'm saying?
Proper representation.
Proper representation, just like a lawyer, man. You know what I'm
So
saying?
there's a lot of that. It's that when if you do your own everything.
Yeah, it's hard.
Right?
Yeah,
it's hard.
it's very
There's a
difficult.
point where when you need a manager, you are stressed out, you are spread thin,
Right.
and you are trying to climb that ladder. You got those doors open, but you just cannot walk through.
Absolutely.
That's the appropriate time for you to legitimately go, I need somebody to help
because
me.
then you're taking away from what you know how to do and what you're doing well, whether it's music or podcasting. Even eventually, once you're moving to that route, yeah, you definitely got to.
And then I think for me too is a trust issue. I think people. I just want to say I think I get stereotyped when I get in the room around certain people, and they'll look at me and maybe judge me, and maybe that's just me. But I think a lot of us are conditioned to look at each other kind of that way in a way, and we look at other people differently. So I kind of like, hey, you go talk to them because they're gonna fucking do the bit. They're gonna get the deal done with you. They're gonna fucking think I'm fucking gonna rob them or something.
And,
you know what I'm saying?
And they're gonna think we're gonna take advantage of her, but they
Yeah.
don't know that she knows her business.
Yeah. So you know.
I'll slice you up 30 different ways.
Yeah. So like tomorrow we got a nice good meeting. You know,
Yeah.
I'm working on Michael Corleone's book,
That's right.
Oh,
and
that's
I'm
dope.
working on My Mother the Godmother, and we're working on the Netflix series
Right.
My Mother
Right.
the Godmother. So I'm into a new direction of film and getting this down. And once I do it one time, I'm gonna do it again and again and again. That's gonna be fucking
yeah.
on.
So where are we trying to take this brown and black entertainment to?
Oh man, so I came into the opportunity to work with some television networks. It's called Hip Hop TV. It's out on Apple TV, Roku. It's everywhere. You could download it. It's an app, just like every other app that's out there. But the important thing about it is that I couldn't believe that this thing really was called Hip Hop TV. You would think that at this point, right, in the game, that would have already been taken.
Right, I would have thought the same.
So through actually a GT artist, shout out K-Town J, Omaha, Nebraska as well. We put some things together, and which was crazy because that conversation that day with that guy was because one of our partners, longtime member of the team, Bert had passed away.
R.I.P. Big Bert, man.
That's right. Big in the game. Obviously, everybody in the Texas environment knew Bert. And Toe says, "Hey, I need your help. Can you fill in? Da da da. Yeah, sure, no problem. I'll make some phone calls, talk to some artists, and boom, on this particular day, this artist calls, and we strike up this conversation. And again, like Toe said, he's one of those guys that has the budget to put behind his music. He's conscious of what he's got to do, so we're giving him strategy, et cetera, et cetera. He starts talking about these television networks. 3 weeks later, I'm telling Toes, yo, we're about to launch Black and Brown Entertainment.
That quick.
And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, just trust me. You know what I mean? It's and that's one of the things that I love about Toes is that, he mentioned it earlier, trust issues. It's hard to put your career in somebody else's hands,
Absolutely.
especially when you're self-made. That's the first thing I'm going to tell everybody. Every artist out there is self-made. Everyone has struggled. You put your own money, lost your own money, bitches aren't loyal, like everything happens for a reason, right? You got your wounds and you've gone through your battles, but you find the right people that can make things happen with you, then that opens up an opportunity for you to grow arms and grow reach, right?
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that definitely that Goldtoes has entrusted me with is to expand his portfolio because he's at that level. He's when you're working with entities like Julio Sanchez, he's bigger than an artist. He's bigger than a CEO. You know, he's got a repertoire. You know what I mean? He's got a playlist of things he's doing every day for different reasons.
Busting plays every day. I'm
Real
motherfucking
shit.
the coach. I put quarterbacks and put them in and out the
Real
game.
shit. It's a fact. It's a fact. And the beautiful thing is that it's not just with artists. It's, you know, with other entities. It's with other businesses. It's like he's talking about Shimo Media. Like, I mean, there's so many things that now, right, his command and control center is just multiplying. So we want him to divest into other areas like film and TV. So, you know, got him involved in a project a couple years ago. That was a great experience with him as an executive producer. It was for a short film called In Broad Daylight.
Oh, that was out here in L.A., man.
That's right.
Four
That's
Ways
right.
Entertainment, man.
Four
We
Ways
did it.
Entertainment.
That's when I came out here.
That's right.
And she
it's-
told me. Remember what you told me? Hold on, man. What you told me? She said, watch it. When you go out there, watch, Burner gonna want to do a movie. Burner called me up that night. He was like, come to LA, come to the house in LA. I want to do a movie. He just actually they about to do something else.
All right.
They got us. They got something called Splash
But it's
City.
that, like when you know that no one else in our industry, which is so sad, I might add, because Latinos have been in film and television immemorial, right? But nobody knows that. And our representation has always been, you know, maybe just pushed to the side for whatever reason, but we never get the right credit. We never get the right representation. We never get the right, you know, I think acknowledgement for what Latinos have really given the
We're overlooked.
industry. 100%.
I tell you this is from my from what I've heard and talking to people. I was there. I think it was Brown Hollywood, Chicano Hollywood. You know, I've got some relationships with many actors, and what they're telling me basically that you know, we're just like fuck. We're just the help. They don't even get.
Yeah,
they don't got
that's how they
that
look at us.
fucking respect in this
100%.
motherfucker. That's why it's so important for the Latin entertainment business industry that we do need to communicate for those simple reasons, so we could become stronger. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody got to get along, but communicate so we can get the fuck where we got to go.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Support also.
Yeah.
We need that support. We got to keep the money in our own system, in our own ecosystem.
And
huh?
look, man, Toes getting Toes gonna get the
right.
film industry. I'm finna tear some shit
That's
up.
right. That.
For
Let
real.
them loose, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it really came down to that. Like, I'm ready to let you loose in this environment as a creative, as a businessman. He's perfect as an executive producer. He's got a lot of creativity and skill. And it's that, hey, yo, everybody out there that's even listening, like Black and Brown Entertainment, download it on, you know, Hip Hop TV. You know, make sure that you guys are sending in your, you know, emails. Hit us up.
Yeah,
either on
we're looking for short films. If you have an old short film, get at us. You know what I'm saying? Get at Ilka. Let them know your
Yeah, just, you know, hit
your
me up on
information.
Instagram, just Power Talent Agency, PWR Talent Agency. Hit my DM, and you know, we'll get you guys connected. But it's that, just don't sit at home and keep saying that you wish someone would give you a chance to distribute your project, and you've got 13 in the vault and no one has ever given you a chance at Netflix or Amazon or, you know, anywhere else. Like, we're giving you a chance
basically
right now. This
build
man
with
is
us.
saying,
Build with us.
come on.
And we're gonna figure it out. You know what I'm
on.
saying?
Come
you know
on.
what I'm saying? So that's it. Build with us, man, and you know, get with Ilka. If
Now, what are
you
you
hear
guys
her
taking?
name.
Are you guys taking like short films? What else are you guys taking?
Short films, feature films, you know, if you got podcast shows,
Yeah, we're in there.
you know, if you've got, you know, the type of, whatever it is that you've got, just contact us, because there's a million formats that we could distribute. We can, you know, our reach is worldwide. We do a 70-30 deal. So, you know, everyone else that we've heard of is really taking more than we want to take. We want to build with you guys. We want producers to production teams to come to us and build with us so that we could build with you and get these shows out far and wide, which is right. That's one of the things we talked about
for sure.
with this show is, you know, your capability and your trajectory, which, you know, one of the things that Toes wanted to let people know while we were here today about American Cholo is that we want to take you on tour. You know,
Yeah, we
want
got
to
to
take
put you
the
on
show.
tour, city to city, man. I think
That's
American
right.
Cholo, you know, we do like a little short hit a
Absolutely.
few spots. I think we need to hit the Bronx. I think we need to hit Chicago.
I think we need to
Humble
hit the
Park.
Bay.
You feel me?
Bring
the
him up to the
Bay,
Bay.
you feel me?
And
I'm down.
And
You
it's
know?
that is just bring this great conversation and this vibe and this camaraderie to the community, right? And I think if we do that in a way that represents some of these markets that we have some really strong influence in, I think it just continues to open the conversation.
Start bringing it all together. pretty much.
100%, man.
We'll talk about that, man. We got big things. American Cholo, when I first heard the name, I knew it was going to be something big. But then to see the man behind, the name, and to see how you are relentless, persistent, and you stand up for what the fuck you believe in, and that's great. And I think you have a big opportunity ahead of yourself. So ideas will be passed around, and we figure it out.
For sure. And I thank you guys for that. So I got like a final question for each one of you. All right. What's in store for the future, and what do you want your legacy to be? I'll start with you.
Ooh. I think one of the things that people who have worked with me can say is that they're better for the wear. I put it to my clients, to my partners, in terms of, don't tell me you want to reach a dream and then get me to jump on board with you and not get there.
There you go.
So, I say that to say that putting people on their path, empowering people, giving people the opportunity to connect with their potential and watching them go has been the best thing I've ever done. So, I've got some really solid people, Goldtoes included, that I think, have just reached amazing heights, and to be part of that glory and to be part of that trajectory with them is to leave a little part of me with everyone. I think providing a positive environment for people to develop and grow is something I really enjoy. So I would say that, for us next, for me next, at least on this particular campaign, is to really build an opportunity for us to expand our international departments and divisions. That's something that we really want to establish. Like he mentioned, we've got Gabriela Martinez, who is really, really killing it in the Tejano. She's number one, reached number one on the Tejano charts with Ay Amor. We've also got Jay Robles, who we're developing in the Regional division. We've got Fausto Moreno out in Panama City. Shout out Panama, GT Digital Latino. We're really trying to connect ourselves and to expand our conversation and our narrative with our other brothers and sisters, to really put our arms around the nation. I think that's what we got up
Legacy.
close.
Man, did I tell you that OG Spanky Local had a baby?
No.
Yeah, he had a baby. Shout out OG
shout out to
Spanky
OG
Local.
Spanky,
He
yeah.
just started a
Spanky.
nonprofit organization in
saw
Seattle,
that. That's right.
Locos,
I saw
leading
that.
our children off streets.
That's right.
Leading our children off streets, man. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing, man.
Dope,
you know what
dope.
I'm saying? Yeah, nonprofits are good, man.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
just opened
anything
ours
tryna-
up. We're
That's
up and
good.
going. American Cholo Nonprofit's also up and
There you
going.
go.
That's good, man. As for me, I'm gonna continue to be a motherfucking G, boy. Keep that shit rocking. You
That's
feel me?
right. I'll be bringing
I'm
that
gonna keep
energy.
rocking
Yeah.
this shit, man. I'm gonna keep rocking the boats, pounding on doors. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no stopping. Can't stop, won't stop.
That's right.
You feel me? That's all I know. That's all I know. All I know is music. All I know is I'm not gonna say hustle because I don't hustle people. I work hard.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Oh.
that's what I got in the future. Room 36. I'll be there tomorrow. Room 36. Jaime, it's a teacher, man. I forgot the books, man.
Oh,
I
Jaime.
wanted to promote these two books. I actually forgot the books, and you're present at the house. I was moving fast.
Ah.
So Don De Niro from
Yep.
the Bronx had his book. Look him up, Don De Niro. He got a dope ass man. I forgot the names of both the books. I'm sorry, y'all, but y'all, I'm on my Instagram. I'll post it up
Where's it
later on,
going to
man.
be at tomorrow?
I'm gonna be at a school, room 36, in Santa Maria, Guadalupe, it's a city called Guadalupe. And room 36, they, I've been in touch with this teacher Jaime, and me and him he's a good dude. I really like him. He's been very inspirational to me. He don't know me from nothing, but he's been, it's a trip. I want to say in the last 6 months, ever since Grifo put me out there to the whole fucking world. No.
Shout out people.
Hey,
Yeah, for
hey,
sure.
no. I'm just
That's the homie right there.
Mr. Keep It Hood. Your flowers too, homie. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
You know, I have a lot of people like just hitting me up and with some spiritual shit and just people I don't even know, man. And it's kind of deep. It's just kind of not. It's just kind of just like it's kind of deep. Just, I mean, even in prison. I mean, just different people hitting me up, and it's just I don't know how to explain it, but anyway,
I think we're headed in the right direction.
like it's just a trip. So anyway, the fuck was I just saying? Oh, my bad.
No.
Room 36. So they're in Guadalupe. It's a school up there. I got it in
No,
my
we
phone,
got
but
it.
it's a
We'll get
school
it.
up there. I'm gonna post it up. The kids. They
That's dope.
they wrote. They have a book that I actually. I don't want to. Well, they're gonna see it anyway. But anyway, I made these booklets. He had them write what they want to be when they grow up. So I put a nice little book together for them. I'm gonna go talk to the kids and just chop it up with them. I don't think they get a lot of people probably up there. It's a little town coastline outside of Santa Maria. It's like 10,000 people. And I'm gonna go talk to the kids, chop it up with them, and then move up, towards the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? The yay area, and pop in on a few motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Go here. Hey, what are you doing at American Cholo over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to tomorrow. I got Yuck Mouth. I'm gonna do Smoke a Lot Radio.
That's
Go
what's
say
up.
what's up to Yuck, man. And then on Sunday, I got my boy Chewy Gomez, CMC. I'm gonna introduce TYSF's new video, All I Know. But yeah, I'm just gonna continue to be a grinder and a relentless. Get up in the morning, work out, and go get it every day.
Legacy.
That's
What,
it, man.
what do you want your legacy to be known when Toast is gone? In 40 years from now or whatever it is, homie. What do you want people to remember you as?
The man that made it happen.
I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with
The
that.
master middleman. Right
Whatever
there.
that fucking means, but
No,
the
I'm
man
down
that
with that.
made it happen. You know what I'm
down
saying?
with that.
Yep.
I love what I do, man, and I'm just at this age right now, 50 years old, man. I'm just trying to push positivity as much as I can. I mean, of course, we're all gonna have our days where we just act up, and
Yeah, for sure.
or there might be situations where you have to counter on a situation, but I'm not trying to talk down on nobody. I'm trying to, especially in public, if I had to say something, to say it to your face. Other than that, man, just spread positivity. Try to tell people the right way, not the wrong way. And that's it.
That's it, brother. And with that, Chris, give me some intro music. I want to thank you, Toast, for coming on. Give your shout outs. Let people know where they can find you. The whole shabam right there.
Hey, what's happening, man? It's your boy Julio Goldtoes. You can find me at Goldtoes on IG. You can find me on TikTok at Goldtoes415. You can find me on Facebook, Julio Sanchez, Goldtoes Entertainment. Or you got to follow. Make sure you follow this page at GT Digital Distribution. And make sure you follow my artist at Gabriela Martinez Oficial.
Go.
You know what I'm saying? Check her out.
Your turn.
That's what's up. That's what's up, everybody. Make sure anybody in the Latino industry, anybody regional, anyone you want to get your music out, hit us up on GT Digital Latino. That's on Instagram, GT Digital Latino. Make sure you follow PWR Talent Agency. You want to go ahead and book Goldtoes, hit us up. Make sure we can get them out to talk to the kids, talk to the community. And in general, you guys just hit us up. We're a resource. We're here to help people, get themselves moving. So thank you so much.
Take
Thank you for having us, brother.
advantage of these people in a positive way because they have the outlets to help you grow, but you need to put in the work. With that being said, go ahead.
One more. Hey, man, my boy Doe, boy, what's happening with you, man? LA, man, my cousin Evil, man, what's happening with you,
There
bro?
you
You
go.
know what I'm saying? Hey, Los Angeles, all Southern California, Black and
LA,
Brown
baby.
California,
That's what
we
I'm
here,
talking
baby.
about, man.
You feel me? Hey, Black and Brown unity, all the way from the Yay to LA down to Dago, man.
Man,
you know what
that's
it
what
is.
I'm talking about.
California, let's do this.
And that's what I was
go.
getting to. Shout out to everybody from up north, Sacramento, Bay Area, San Jose, wherever you at, man. This is all love. We brown people, we black people, we people in general, man.
That's
Let's
right.
bring it all together as grown men and women and step our game up. With that, we're out,
What's
Chris.
up?